Nieces and nephews, this is your Uncle Bill, and we're on the Creator channel because this is the channel that we create on, and also it's week 23, year 2023. Can you believe it that we've made it this far? 1957 is when I started. Not YouTube, though. And we're going to have a word from our sponsor. 5 reasons to join Uncle Bill's weekly newsletter. 1, it's free. It's a quick and easy read. This one here is this week's newsletter. It's only 3 pages. Has information how to get to the Monday Live and to the after party. The after party is easy to get to. I even put information on how to get to it in the newsletter along with links. The links are only provided if you join the newsletter. Easy. You can get in touch with Uncle Bill. You might even want to be a guest on one of my lives, Monday and Friday. I'm not going to share your email address. I love you all. Bye-bye. Yep, that was quick. Always good to have a sponsor. I learned this from Our Blessed Home. Oh, yes. If you don't have a sponsor, make one up. It's fun. Let's have some news. Some good news for a change, because it's time for good news in the world. Hi, here we are. It's Monday, and it's time for the news. First off, my new skin, my skin, Essence, my skin just came in. Woohoo! Now, this is loose fixing powder. This comes very handy if you're ever on camera. I'm sharing this because I got it from another YouTuber. This helps to take the shine off. Cool thing. Not too unmanly for men to wear a little bit of makeup. Anyways, the good news for today. 5 boys in Kenya. 5 boys in Kenya were missing for 6 days, and they found them all alive. Amazing. I mean, Kenya, I think this is the place where they have lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! Anyways, Kenya, blessings that they found them. Also, for toddlers, well, not toddlers, but young kids, they're they're in the second phase of trials for a skin patch which helps with peanut allergies. And they found that the placebo group and the control group was half as effective, meaning that the group that was actually getting the medication in the patch, they were twice as effective at getting a peanut allergy tolerance. In other words, get rid of their peanut allergies. That is amazing. Now, one of the things, I didn't have time to read the full study. Maybe you have to wear that patch for the rest of your life. I hope not. And that's a great news story to have. Also, they're in Missouri. Recently, there was an 8th grader that wasn't able to go to his, he had to walk all the way to graduation. 6 miles! 6 miles! An amazing feat, and he had some friends that also went with him. Some of his support network walked the 6 miles with him, and he walked all the way to graduation. He was recognized at graduation for having walked 6 miles because he wanted to attend his 8th grade, did I say 6th grade? 8th grade graduation. It was middle school, I'm sorry. Anyways, he did make it, and in addition to that, he was recognized there and given a full Missouri State University college tuition. Not bad for walking 6 miles. I wish I had that kind of opportunity when I was a kid. The EPA has also announced that there are air conditioners out that are very energy efficient, and they will, the current ones, and there's even solar air conditioners out. So that is just amazing. And in Amsterdam, they have tried, there's a new thing in, first off, a lot of floating homes in Amsterdam, a lot of water in Amsterdam, and they are trying out communal living to help defer expenses of living in Amsterdam. Interesting thing. Now, if you are looking for good sources of positive news, see, part of the problem with today is the fact that all we get bombarded with negative news, negative news. There's plenty of positive news if you just look for it. There's the Good News Network, and that's a reliable source. And I forgot to say, all of the stories from today, except for the last one about Amsterdam, were from the Positive News Network and Good News Network. I'm sorry. Next one down is Positive News Network. Positive News Network is a great source of news, and there's 3 more on this list, and I will say them right now. There's Sunny Skies with a Z for skies, and that's how you do the link to it. There's the Optimist Daily, which is Optimist Daily. Then we have Happy News, which is happynews.com. And that is the news, my friends. And I'm going to turn it over to this guy. And here we are. We have Happy News. Yeah, Happy News is also, I've already come up with my creation for the week, one of them. And that finishing powder that I showed on the thing, you can, it doesn't come with a compress. Now you can take these little cotton disc that I got from the dollar store, and you can use them like that. Or if you want, you can modify it a little bit, which I did already, and take 2 of them and get yourself a little handle for your compress. And then put it on, and away you go. Took off a little bit of the sheen off my face right before starting. So that is amazing. I love this stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get another tin of it, because the other one that I got, when it was Potato Jet, it was the YouTube creator that turned me on to this stuff. You use the finishing powder, loose finishing powder, to take the shine off. Now, the thing that I like about this one is, one, it fits Uncle Bill's criterion in that it's very thrifty, meaning it was the least expensive. And the other one is the fact that it has a screw on top. My other one, which is CoverGirl, the top just pulls straight off. Well, that's great if you are leaving your finishing powder on, your table that you use to put your makeup on. But if you're putting it in a camera bag, I think it's a little bit better to have a screw top. I mean, mine right now, the CoverGirl, is inside of a sandwich bag in addition to its bag, just in case that top does come off. Long story, and it's a lot of fun. It's fun doing all sorts of stuff with YouTube, and I love it. I love it. Let's go into 5 crazy things. Speaking of 5 crazy things, I've already showed you one of them. You're going to see it again. You want 5 crazy things? I got 5 crazy things for you. And they all have to do with creating stuff, because this is Create Week. And let's start off with an art kit. This art kit is very unique in the fact that it also doubles as a backpack. These have little straps here, And the straps are pull out, and you can tote all your art supplies in this bag and hike to wherever you're gonna paint or whatever. Let's see what's in here. This is number 1, and it has all sorts of paint brushes, a canvas to paint on, and this nice hardboard canvas. Or you might want to draw in a, just with pencil and stuff. Let's see what else we have here. Another canvas. This one's partially used. Oh, what? Oh, I do. Here's an easel to put your stuff on while you're working, and some pencils, an eraser. This is class act art kit. And also we even have paints in here. Oh! And can you believe it? That is share number 1. Just one share. All have all sorts of stuff to do with creation. Let's get it out of the way so that we can get on for the other shares. I'm so excited. I love Create Week. I love creating things. And one type of creation is video creation. Now these are L brackets, and the cool thing about L brackets is you can actually set up for 2 different camera angles on the same bracket. You know, use this bracket, or you could use this bracket for mounting a flash. There's all sorts of things that you can do with L brackets. I love them. As a matter of fact, this is my 3rd set of L brackets because I love them so much. That is share number 2. Now share number 3 is this CVS Healthcare. You can make yourself, you can get these over at CVS. You can use these for, you know, like a toiletry kit or whatever. Or seeing as it says CVS Health on there, and it's got that nice color. This red color is the same color that is used on first aid kits, so you could fill this up with Band-Aids and whatnot. You can create a first aid kit. I love repurposing things. That's number 3. Number 4 is a Barbie. No, this isn't Barbie. This is for just holding whatever dolly you get over at the Dollar Tree. Now, you'll notice that this is also a reddish color. I didn't pull this tab off. Got to pull that off. Now, I am really big on repurposing things. And I could even repurpose this little hanger. But I saw this and I was thinking, you know, this wouldn't make a bad first aid kit holder either. Not only that, having this clear case, you could see everything that's in your first aid kit. It has a nice color that stands out, pink. You can't stand out much more than pink or red or orange. So that is share number 4, repurposing a doll case. I'm sure you might have some doll cases at home you could repurchase. Now number 5 I thought was really cool too. This, I couldn't believe it, is actually something that really kind of cool because this is a pool noodle knife. Did you even thought, you know, whoever thought up this is amazing. Now this has multiple uses. You could use this as a pool noodle knife. Let's see if I can get it opened up without killing myself or breaking it. Now this, I love the construction of this, but one thing that I think this would also be useful for is lettuce. They have lettuce knives that have pretty much the same cut as this thing. Now, the advantage of this is the fact that, one, it's only $1.25 because the Dollar Tree is no longer a dollar store. And the other thing is you'll waste less, because this is when you're cutting noodles, and probably also when you're cutting lettuce too, is that this is designed specifically for noodles, so it probably pulls less of the noodle material out, and you can probably get a thinner slice of your noodle. Noodles can be used for art projects, slice them up, or you can cut the noodles smaller. You can use them for padding on your backpack. There's all sorts of things you can do with pool noodles, and people have done them. That's why pool noodle knives. Let's say that 10 times real fast. That is share number 5, and guess what? I'm going to be turning it back over to this guy over here, because he doesn't know what he's talking about anyways. Pool noodle knife, pull 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 noodle knife. Oh, that's what he gets for making me do it 10 times. Well, who knew I could do that without messing up? Thank goodness pull noodle knife doesn't have any words that are nasty if you don't say it right. Yeah, the pull noodle knife is an ingenious invention. I tried to, well, I didn't try. I've cut pull noodle knives with even my serrated knife, which has a scalloped blade, and even that one would take a lot of the what is it, foam? It's styrofoam pool noodle out of it, and it goes all over the place. So that's pretty crazy. And let's do a little bit of sharing, because I like to share, and I'm going to share what I'm doing for Father's Day. And why don't you guys share what you're doing for Father's Day also? And we'll, let's see where to go. I'm trying to find it. There it is. What are your Father's Day plans? And we'll see if that comes in on there. I plan to go camping. Maybe it's not going to work on this one. Uh-oh. Well, it was a good try. Stream alive is not. Let's try this again. Let's stop and start. Start interaction. Give that another try here. All right. I know. Isn't that crazy? Nothing. Oh, there we go. It is working. I'm actually getting so that I can understand how to use this thing. So write in all the ideas that you have for Father's Day. And now, granted, most of us still don't have fathers at this point, because our fathers have passed on and we will miss them. But I'm going to be remembering my dad on Father's Day, and that will be a nice thing. So my dad was naval officer, and I found out that his Navy and my Navy were different, because he was a doctor and I was a surface warfare officer. My dad got time off, and I got time at sea. It was a fun time. And also, he had dinners with the captain, and I had dinners with the crew sampling a mess. Of course, then again, he had WW2 and I had GWatt. I think that's and I would have preferred GWatt because by that time I was high enough in the military that I could say, oh, I don't really want to get shot at anymore. So I had about a 99.9% chance that when I went in to support GWatt, that I wasn't going anywhere. And I liked that. That it was one thing that, and GWatt is the Global War on Terrorism. And unfortunately, terrorism's still going on, and that is something that we hope will be curbed in the future. And with GPT 3, 4, 5, 6, no, we're up to 4 right now. With the advances in AI intelligence, hopefully we will be able to find solutions to our problems. One of the problems are plastic. I mean, plastic, I found, is an essential at times. I went over to do a sampling of Burger King, and they had paper straws. I totally forgot that Burger King had switched over to paper straws. I think the last time I went to Burger King was over 5 years ago. I was thinking, I'm going to have a Whopper and I'm going to have a vanilla shake. I think I might even still have the receipt here. It's incredible. It was, that's my Dollar Tree receipt. Here's Burger King. This got to be Burger King. Nope, this grocery outlet. I know where it is. Sorry about that. Uncle Bill has stuff all over the place. See that? That is a Stingray wallet. And inside of the Stingray wallet is Burger King. Look at this. I don't know if you'll be able to read it, but look at that. $15.42. 1.5 just for a Whopper and a vanilla shake. That's insane. Well, prices have gone up, and I paid for that Whopper and the shake. I was very disappointed with the shake, not because the shake didn't taste like it should, but because when you're pulling through and for some reason these newer plastics, paper straws, I don't know how they do it, but they get so much air in those straws compared to the old paper straws. Although the old paper straws, if you tried to suck a vanilla shake through it, it wouldn't have gone. They just didn't work. These things worked on the shake, but it allowed so much air into the shake while I was drinking it that you couldn't do the usual where you suck the shake in and you don't get any air. So there was a lot of air. Yeah, the Whopper itself, I'll read off the prices here. The Whopper itself, where is my thing? Okay, it says Whopper was $9.39 by itself. Now, one of the things that I was happy to say is Burger King did make it my way. And I remembered one other thing that I forgot to do. If you ever go to Burger King, well, when you go to Burger King, tell them to run your meat through the oven, through the conveyor belt twice. Because if you do it twice, then they can't just grab one out of the steamer and give you that one. Because if you get one that's out of the steamer that's been sitting in there for a while, which I realized after I had my burger that it had been sitting in there for a while. I used to work at Burger King, so I know this stuff. And if they run it through twice, then they have to get, they're giving you a new bun. They're going to run the bun through too, and you'll get a fresh burger that way. And the heavy all was kind of nice, but with a heavy all, you get, heavy with the heavy mayo, heavy onion, heavy tomatoes. That was nice. It was nice to get all extra. If you get cheese, that cost extra. And the vanilla shake by itself almost came really close to being a $5 shake. Now, I remember the $5 shakes from the Quentin Tarantino movie that, there's John Travolta and he says, "It's a $5 shake. Let me taste a $5 shake." Well, I almost did taste a $5 shake because it was almost there. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, this is fast food. This is stuff that should be $5 for a whole meal. When I was young, I was able to go to McDonald's, get 3 hamburgers and a milkshake for under $2, which was crazy. And eating out is expensive, and that is why Uncle Bill eats in. One of my other favorites that I was able to get while I was out walking around was thin spaghetti. I was talking with my friend the other day, and we were talking about, thin versus the thick spaghetti. My main thing with the thin spaghetti is it cooks faster. So you're not waiting as long and you get to eat it faster. And I have a special way of cooking spaghetti. And I'll talk more about it on Cook Week. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show one of my videos this week on this channel. And the reason why we're doing intros to the week on the channels, we're doing it on Cook channel, Camp channel, Create channel, Critique channel, and Climb channel. Those 5 channels will be the main intro to the week. Other news that's going to be kind of interesting is Uncle Bill's going to be going 3 o'clock every day for the rest of the month, except for Mondays. Mondays will always be 1:30. And the other thing that I'm thinking about doing is when we get to 2K is to have time during the weekend, which may be even more convenient for those across the pond. And I am so thankful to everyone who has helped us get where we are. I mean, I'm in shock that we are as far along on our progress as we are. And it's just a beautiful thing. And I'm in shock that I actually am able to now get around without having a parka on all the time, because it has been cold in San Diego, actually, for us. Now, we are very spoiled here. We have been, catch the 3 p.m. lives. Yes. I'm going to show you a little bit about what we can do. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is what we get to see on. Thanks for watching. I love, this is the Stream Alive. I love the transient thoughts, and it's one of the most fun things that we have on Stream Alive. And that's pretty much it. I love you all. Have a great day. Check out all my channels and stay safe. Love you. Bye-bye.